Hey, found another knife manufacturer down here at SHOT Show. I got Eric here from BESTECH Knives. He's got a plethora of blades right here. You know how we feel about blades, so give us a rundown on what you got, man. You got some cool stuff.
Yeah, thank you. First and foremost, thank you for stopping by the booth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy to have you. I've actually been a battlebox fan since your very first box
Oh, yeah?
years ago.
Yeah.
Has it been a decade yet?
Not quite.
It's gotta be getting there, right?
Eight years.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been 8 years.
I know you've been grinding. So the BESTECH knives that you see, this is their house brand, but BESTECH as a whole, they're an OEM manufacturer. So they do a lot of work and actually manufacture knives for a lot of the companies that you may be more familiar with. They have a lot of in-house designs, but they also have a lot of outside designers. So if you ever heard of Kombu, Oh Stop Hell, Todd Knife and Tool, these guys work with actually a number of different companies, We Knives and different other manufacturers out there. So there's a lot of, I guess at this point, household names that are outside designers that do work with BESTECH and in their house brand.
Got you.
So let's check this out.
First thing, I was fixing to go for that one.
Check this out. Take a look at that.
Nice. So what we got?
All right. Cohen's Craft actually is a custom knife maker. Morgan Cohen's does fantastic work, but he's teamed up with BESTECH in a number of different designs. But here in 2023, this is the Keen 2. So his own custom knife is the Keen 1. This is the Keen 2. You know, they call this sort of like a Coral G10. So it's kind of a unique pattern. BESTECH's been playing with a number of different materials, trying to bring in some different look, different feel, different pop. It's kind of that Bowie clip style. Do you say Bowie or Bowie?
Bowie.
So you're in between.
I'm in between.
You just parsed that. You did not commit.
I just threw a curveball, man.
But this is S35 VN, which is going to be a nice steel for reasonable edge retention, reasonable corrosion resistance, yet a little bit in the way of field sharpenability, which is awesome. I like this. I'm excited for this. And I also think that would make a badass fixed blade, man.
Yes. It's in line with like the size that I like. I mean, I got pretty decent sized hands, so sometimes some knives are just, I don't know, man. That's got a good balance to it.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah. This is another one of his designs. That's the Togata. So this came out a while back, but if you like something with a larger handle, that's cool. And it's got that modified Tonto shape, which is really neat. I love that knife.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really cool take on a Tonto right there. As you can see, I've been playing with knives today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Now that's the Sunday go to meeting knife right there.
Isn't that pretty with that inlay too?
Yeah,
That's a beautiful knife.
That's really cool.
Let me show you one more while you're at it. Over the summer, you guys go to Blade Show down in Atlanta?
Yep.
They debuted this. This is the Nixie Todd Knife and Tool design. I'm going to show you this because too, I also think it's on the premium line, but this is a good working man's knife. You might like that. Yep. Good balance, modified Tonto design. Has a forward choil, so if you want to get up and do some of that closer work, then it's comfortable.
It is nice. Frame lock. Yeah, it's
front flipper, I struggle.
Flipper. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, like it flies off over there somewhere.
Yeah.
And I already cut myself today playing, so it gotta be easy, right?
That's all good. That's
Very
all
cool.
good.
I like it. That's a pretty blade there.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the Ascot. So this is actually in the budget line.
Really?
So yeah. You know, they do vary in terms of the price depending on the materials, but you can get into the Ascot and usually around the $70 mark depending on where you get it.
That's a really nice knife right there.
That's pretty.
I like that.
It strikes the balance between a larger knife and that gentleman style.
Yeah.
That could be a go-to-meeting knife, right?
Could be. And it does, like, I can see little hints of some of the different brands kind of styling. Like that kind of has a wee knife feel to it. You know what I mean? And this is,
so that's got a little more of a clip. So this is designed by Kombu. That's the Fenga. And actually, Kombu's over here having a conversation, and all these knives are his. So he's an outside designer that works exclusively for BESTECH, and he's responsible for a large number of blades, about 15 designs at this point.
Wow. That's saying something, man. I mean, how many designs, come on. We've got to a point in time, I think, it's hard to come up with really unique designs. You know, there's just so many out there, you know.
Yep. So this is one of the newer ones here. This is Mothis. It's a crossbar lock. We need to be careful because you know another company that historically had used those.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I cut my finger.
Oh, there you go. Fidget factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
again, you know, this is in the premium line, but they're made to be users. That's got a very kind of the average utilitarian blade shape.
Yeah, it just goes to show like the build quality is as good as the premiums. Just materials that's bumping
that's exactly right.
that price.
It has to have the right fit and finish. It has to have the right action, and the market demands the appropriate fidget factor and the functionality. So if it doesn't have that, why are you going to make it in the first place? And BESTECH nails it. That's what they're known for.
It is nice.
So nice.
Very cool. Thank you, man.
Yeah, Brandon.
I appreciate it.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too.
Thank you, guys.
So that's another knife manufacturer, BESTECH. Check them out. We're gonna go find another one. Y'all don't go nowhere.